What I'm about to tell you now, more than 80% of the men in the world will agree with me, whether you're white, black, Caucasian, redneck, Asian. 80% of the men in the world would agree with me about what I'm about to share with you. And this is basically what every man, every married man needs. Uh, you get to see women clamor online, and everyone is saying a man is hard to please. It's difficult to keep a home. A man who wants to stay will stay. I think the only one that I'm going to focus on today, it's on that one that they say a man who wants to stay will stay. And you can only keep a man who wants to be kept. What we don't really know as human beings are, or is, you can basically get anything you want if you know how to manipulate the situation, the right way. And even if a man doesn't want to be kept, the ways you can actually keep him is by giving him the mere minimum. This is what every man simply wants. The first one is peace of mind. I know when I say peace of mind right now, you're obviously thinking of scrolling up on the video because you hear this all the time. Men say it all the time. Men use this word all the time. Peace of mind, peace of mind. As a man, it's difficult. Every single day we wake up and we don't think much about ourselves. In fact, as a man, you think more about the family. You're more like a leader. Every man is a leader of his household. This simply means he caters for the family, the kids, the want of the woman. She wants this new dress, this new jewelry, she wants a new car, she wants something better. The man is expected to cater for that. The kids, their school fees, their toys, what they want to eat, where they feel like going to, every single thing they wish for, he caters for them. And then you talk about himself and his extended family. People who call him uncle, people who still call him my child. This heavy responsibility, it's not really an excuse, but it is simply why women are basically almost internally bruised, but we don't get to see it. Bruised because we daily have to work and do everything we can to meet up with lots of people who look up to us. That most times we don't even have time for ourselves. If you can show this to your husband or your fiance or your boyfriend, he will tell you that this year so far he has spent more money on either you, the children, his extended family, than he has even spent on himself. So this simply means majority of all his earnings are not even for himself. A man is expected to do a whole lot, for everyone who looks up to him. The bad part of this is that it reconditions him. And most times, when he's not able to meet up, he gets upset. We get upset as men, but we don't know. It took me books and good smoke. There's this book I have up. It's called Mind is the Master. Let me bring the book first and just show you what it looks like. And then explain how a man is constantly having a bomb around him. If he's chasing a contract, he has promised to do this for the families, he has promised to get this for the child, he has promised to get this for his wife, he has promised to do something for himself, he has promised to, if this money comes, if this contract comes in, he's going to go complete that building project in the village, or he's going to go off pay contractors that supplied cement and the rest, or he's going to reimburse his friend who he borrowed money from so they can actually sort down the child's bill, school fees, because the other child, the younger one, was sick and he had to overspend, at the hospital. He couldn't pay school fees, he had to borrow. It's heavy for a man. So it gives us this kind of mental bruise that we don't really know, we don't see. And the way it is conditioned, when a man constantly keeps trying to provide for the family, for the kids, we're not really saying, I'm not saying um that you didn't beg us to do it, right? Now we use our hand to say we want to do this thing. But the best and the minimum we expect is some kind of understanding that it is not easy for us, some kind of relatability, some kind of love and respect. Because then you still see a man. Look at when men really get angry. If a man shout at his child, it's probably I've promised my child right now a bicycle. I'm going for a contract. I'm applying for a job with hopes it will come in. And maybe I've done my own part of the job. And they've not paid us at the site. They've not paid me as a contractor. And my child carried first, just as I promised. And now I'm supposed to fulfill that promise, or do something, or solve an urgent bill. My baby sick. And then he's not coming to feel so ungrateful, to act like that. You say this thing, you not do it. See, Benjamin, father, buy him his own. Everybody's laughing. I don't want to say if I hit you, but I'm already putting myself right now in that position. That is when you now see a man shout at his own loving son. It's not like he really wants to shout at that boy, but do you know that I drain myself every day so you could smile? And you're comparing me to Benjamin's father. What of the ones I've done in the past? What of me not putting myself first, but putting you people first? And now you're saying this ungrateful thing to me. That is when you see a man shout at this child. Rarely will a man, any same man, shout at this child if it's not something related to this. Let me show you the book first of all. I wanted to show you. It's called Mind is the Master. Don't laugh at the book. Oh, it was given to me by a friend. The best gift he gave to me. Guess how many days I finished this? But I think I finished this book in less than 20 days. Yeah, in less than a month. It's 800 pages. I read like a worm. It's slow. Now, as a married man, the kids won't even upset you that much. And it is because you understand their kids in a way. But when the wife, when your wife, when my wife, that I probably tell my daily struggles every day, I probably tell how I'm expecting this money, it doesn't come in, I'm supposed to do this, it doesn't come in. The person that I get to confide in, when this one person I trust with every single thing, and I tell every single journey, battle that I go through every day, when this one person sees me get upset for maybe little reason that should be calming me down. Let me give you one of the reasons. Like previously when my son was telling me about bicycle, and I'm shouting at him. She comes into the scene. She knows contractor has not paid me. She knows I have a project I'm currently paused. She knows there is no food in the house. I have to call my friend to borrow me some money this morning so we can buy something in the house. And she comes in and she tells me, every day you're shouting at home, you're always shouting at these kids. And that moment, she doesn't see that I am not okay as a man. What 80% of men want is for you to just know that we have so much things draining us that we are not mentally okay majority of the time. That's just the essence of this video. What you're supposed to do as a woman, it's difficult, I understand. But if you do this, you'll be able to keep almost any man, and every man will love you. Whenever you see a man get upset, forget about any hurtful thing he tells you. Try to calm him down first. You will notice most times what is actually igniting that anger. It is not what is happening now, but it is the responsibilities and things, rejections, contract that didn't come through, things that didn't execute, how he's feeling bad that's not been able to do enough. You will notice that those are the things bothering him. Now give him strength and let him feel that more contracts will come, more things will come. That is his main problem. It is that thing draining him. It's not what you think is causing an issue. Because if things are going well for a man, it's difficult. If things are going well for a man, even if things that really get him upset, he will laugh over it. But it's when things are not going and he has lots of responsibility, he has lots of target and timeline. That is when you now see those things affecting him. Now, if you've seen the name of the book, you can go read it. And that's people read nowadays anyway. So, what if you go through it, you get to understand that almost every man right now moving, except if you notice, the only men who are very fun to be with are probably the ones who don't have responsibility. But any man who has a responsibility, please, if you're married to him as a married woman, right? You might not really be able to support him. I know when I was, in my own turn, I wanted, a partner that would support me, assist me. Well, looking back right now, I think even if she couldn't really support me to work with me, but if she could have given me encouragement, letting me know maybe I'm not good enough to help you. Oh, I'm sorry, I acknowledge, maybe you expected more from me. Because a man is always expecting support. A man has pride and ego. The only person he thinks he can trust for support is that woman he lays hand on. That is that woman that lays her head on his shoulder at night before he sleeps. That is why you see once a side chick comes into the question. It's getting dry. I smoked a bit. That's why you see once a side chick comes into the question, how do this side chick even take your man? It is usually when they start giving him that comfort. Baby, don't worry. The work, better work will come. And because I know, I notice no be you now, no be you. They too shout. The way you pamper me like since the money just the verse. I don't say no bad thing they make you the verse. Hey, so the contract no come. How would you do it now? And you told me you're supposed to do something for your son. Hey, baby, don't worry. Better contract. That is that. Those are what side chicks do. You as a married woman, now you won't even see he's being buoyed because things are not going the way he expects. You will rush and start attacking him directly. Most of you want to, blood of Jesus. I don't know how easy it is, but I just wish women could really understand that we men go through a lot with the amount of responsibility we have. And when we talk out of anger, when we get us upset most times, it's because maybe business is not going well, maybe because we made a major mistake at work, maybe something. The thing is aching us. And the funny thing is, we tell you women, we they tell one every day, say, I'm not happy with this. You don't know those things affect our brain. And when you don't, they are afraid. That's why you see once things are going well, that's when we want to buy you things, want to take you out, we're happy. The moment things are not going well, it affects every single man. But we don't know how to really say it immediately. So you see us, miscalculating, misreacting. That is when you're supposed to come in to find what the problem is, calm him down and make him feel good. If you give any man peace of mind, you don't feel it the outside with another woman for long. That be the truth. Even if you like sleeping around, he won't be able to love another woman as much as he would. Do you know what they call peace of mind? It simply means now you be my coolie temper, like you're the one always calming me down, no matter how upset I am. If the world is against me, if I can't afford things, if my business is crumbling, if I'm sick, if things are hard, you're the person calming me down. You are my solute. One name. Why will I not always go where you are? But most women, they will be so comfortable to keep malice with your husband. Your husband is vex, you go fall and sleep for the same bed, you go calm down. You now go wake up, the bone face. You go bone face, the man go see one girl outside now go come they try to cheer him up, they make him laugh, they make him happy. The girl will come ginger and will come walk in self-confidence, his team will come increase small. You can't go they make more money and don't they spend them for the girl, don't they see the girl often. That's when you're not coming to tell everybody. My husband is seeing someone else, but you don't really know that period when you would sleep angrily with him, you're expecting him to apologize to you. Every man apologizes to a woman the moment he's stable. This simply means if a man is going through a lot at the moment, he can apologize to you. But the moment you calm him down, now you hear things like, I've been shot for you like that. I didn't know. I said, I must have been really harsh towards you. Sorry, babe. Then that's when you now start seeing him tell you that was what was bothering him, not even what you did, that he was raising his voice on you. So you all should first keep, it resist the urge to argue when he's arguing. If your man is your king, you can't argue with him. Any woman that I see arguing with her man, exchanging word with him, the first thing I will just tell you is, he's not her king. Do you know what a king is? When a king talks, you don't want to talk. It's not because you're scared. It's because you respect them, you love them. So he's talking out of frustration. You're talking back at him. They make waiting. Normally, I come out so now small thing they make me verse. So I don't verse past as I carry verse. So when it should be the opposite. I carry anger come inside house because things no good. And I'm smiling after like 1 hour. He said, he just stayed with his wife, oh boy, God, oh. If I go figure wife like this, BBC, if things don't hard, if I run me down, she fit calm me down, organize my mind. Oh boy, this man is lucky. That's why you see marriages like that. That's why you see the man overspend. It's always, he can't stay far from his wife. The average woman right now, the man, they come back with frustration. Yes, it's going to be rude. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, I'm going to insult. Yes, I'm going to be arrogant because I'm mentally unstable at that point because of the responsibilities, things choking me. It is you that knows the battle I go through to provide for you and the kids. It is your job at least to make things a bit mild for me. It is not then you reply back that's my negative energy. You give it back to me. That is when you now see me go outside. And the moment I see a little green light of positive energy, I'm stuck in another woman. So I'm not promoting cheating, but I'm just telling you what happened. So that's the fact. Thank you all. This is the Okay Gist for today, 26th of April 2023. I'm stop on this video.